Alright. Mic check. Alright, everything seems to be in order. Alright, let me just readjust myself here. Okay. Well then. I suppose we should start right now. Greetings, campers, and welcome to DeFrehn Live. I'm your host, DeFrehn. How's it going, Cartoon Zaniest? So, as you might recall, last time on the series, I ended up, doing some modeling in Blender, and I think I also worked on an animatic. But, let's just jump. Alright. So, yeah. Today's agenda calls for the old time machine, I guess you could say. Guess I'm gonna take you back to the past and provide an angry video game nerd reference. You know what, let's just jump into it. So, this is the sketch that I've provided. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll find this very, very familiar. I'm calling this collection the We Meet Again collection. I just realized I said collection twice now. Well, 3 times now. I guess you could say redundant, much redundant? Okay. So yeah. These are all characters I've drawn before, except for Ozma. This one's the new one. So I guess it's not entirely new. Well, not entirely old, actually. So, yeah, let's just jump into it. Like Philip DeFranco. So, a little bit about this series. Or, I should say the character I'm drawing right now. As you might recall, in the middle of August of 2017, I created the Logo Blooper series. And I guess you could say I kind of brought it back to the mainstream, I guess you could say. It's basically what put me on the map, I think. At least that's what I think. And then, yeah. This was also my first time adapting a web series to, my own style. What's also funny is that I'm drawing Microsoft Sam first. And the first character I've drawn for the Logo Blooper series was actually Microsoft Sam. Ain't that funny? Yeah, so my designs, or at least the ones that I came up with, are heavily based on the ones that I came up with for the 2017 series. Which, that in and of itself, are based on the ones from Dave Mattson. Hang on, let me readjust this. It's not looking too good. There we go. Then we'll Draws trademark hair. You know, as I'm drawing his hair, it's starting to kind of remind me of that Baby Einstein's thing. You know, the one with the caterpillar. I think it also appeared at the end of Little Einsteins. Remember that show? The theme song was a bob, not gonna lie. Actually, I think I can use the scissors tool to cut a little bit of that out. Like, where did I put it? Oh yeah, I think it's under the eraser tool. And then click. And there we go. That should do it. So yeah, my version of logo bloopers lasted from 2017 to early 2019, as I was drifting away from logo content. It was basically a new point in my life. I was starting high school, and I kind of wanted to drift away from logo content. But I ended up coming back with stuff like with the Rebel Remaker channel, which if you, I think if you have the chance to, please subscribe. At least, if you like logo content. Which I used to. Now I just kind of do it just for the heck of it. How's it going, Bugsy? Or should I call you Bugsy Lingy, or just Lingy? I have no idea what to call you, so. Anyways, how's it going? So yeah, the logo bloopers thing, that was on my old channel, and then I think I stopped doing it when I stopped working on logo content. Alright, doing great. Thanks. Alright. And then, yeah, this is pretty much the outline, so. And I think... Also, fun fact. The shine in Microsoft Sam's eyes, which I think you'll see in a moment. Actually, I think I have the reference photo. Let me pull it up. Right over here. Yeah, the shines in his eyes were actually done by accident. I wanted to have his eyes completely black. Or rather, completely beady-eyed. But I guess the shines just kind of stayed and just kind of made it... And it just became a staple. So yeah. The shines in Microsoft Sam's eyes were done completely by accident. I have no idea what to say beyond this point, so let me just finish working on this, and then... So how's the Columbia 2006 remake going by so far? Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention. Because this is my arts and animations channel, I think if y'all want to ask me any logo related questions, just swing on by the Rebel Remaker channel, which, as you might know, is a channel that I run. It's basically my old channel 2.0. Or I guess you could say DeFrehn 2.0. Remember when my persona was an avatar? Well, remember when my avatar was like some Powerpuff? Those were funny times. Now, I actually went for like a pure white for this one, but knowing my more current style, we're probably just gonna go for an off-white. Like always. That and your OCs are cute. Well, thanks, Kick Up. Hammy dude. Especially I love Lucy. I'm glad you like Lucy too. Alright. Hello, Aiden. I'm doing great. Well, that's good to hear, John. Anyways, yeah, I'm actually kind of glad to see that other people like Lucy as much as I do. Now, in case y'all don't know, Lucy was actually a character that I created for the People Are Crazy comic. And I think the top two favorites of... And a lot of people seem to enjoy Donna and Lucy a lot. And while I'm more of a fan of the latter, I'm glad to see people actually, Alright. I also like your voice, it's pretty cool. Well, thanks. Alright, and now I gotta... I think the hardest part about drawing Mike would probably be, right at the bottom, as I have nothing illustrated there. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that the same, or if I'm gonna, like, do what I did with Sam and just, made it its own stroke. Really intelligent. Thanks. Thanks, John. And Kick Up Hammy dude. Yeah, I think I might end up, like, doing something like this. Just like I did with Sam here. Great. Now that I'm saying Sam out loud, I'm thinking of Yosemite Sam. I'm thinking of Yosemite Sam. The rootness, hootness, tootness. What you calls it? The roughness, hootness, tootness, cowboy, and all the West. Alright. What do you think about Green Day? I like them. I mean, I think I have two of their CDs. Dookie and American Idiot. The former of which I also have on vinyl. So yeah, I guess you could say I'm a fan. Then again, I would rather not talk about Father of All, as I think that would be like the point where they turn into like... What's the band called? White Stripes? Strokes? I mean, I've never really listened to Father of All. At least, not the entirety of it. Alright. Trey Cool is actually from Germany. Cool. Cool. Actually, I think the first time I've heard of the Father of All album was, I think, from one of Stevie T's videos. I think it was called How to Be Green Day, or something like that. Yeah, he barely speaks German. That is kind of ironic, don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's some good advice that you just didn't take. You know, whenever I hear the word ironic, I always think of that song. And I like Alanis as a singer. Alanis Morissette. Some of y'all might call that a Neil CC reference, but in reality, she's actually a really good singer. And by she, I mean Alanis. I think You Ought to Know is probably one of my favorites of hers, as well as Ironic. I think the hardest part for, you know, me designing Mike in my more modern style was probably working on the mustache. Because this is easy stuff to do in traditional art. Not so much in digital. Or rather, vectoring, I should say. How's it going, Clarabelle? Alright, and then... the 3 lines representing teeth off to the side. I think I started doing this when designing Jay's avatar for 2021. It was kind of like a Saber Sparky kind of thing. And I'm a pretty big fan of Saber Spark. It's basically like him and I are like the only people that actually like the new Space Jam. It's just like one of those movies where you have to turn off your brain in order to enjoy it. And for me, it's a good... And for me, it's like probably one of the best things I can do. What do I think about Adele? She is a very talented singer. I will give her that. I especially liked Rolling in the Deep. That was a good song. I think another one I remember was Someone Like You, or Set Fire to the Rain always comes to my mind. Maybe even Turning Tables. Actually, I think my mother actually had one of her albums. I think it was called like 20 or something. It was either 20 or 25. And yes, those are actual names of Adele's albums. Space Jam 2 was really good. Of course. I mean, I thought the same thing too. Just dropped a request for Juniper Elite before I sleep. My favorite vivid childhood crush. I had like one episode of it recorded, then I binged the series last year and I liked it. Well, that's good to hear, kick up Hammy Dude. Although, if she was requested earlier, I would have definitely added her to the We Meet Again collection. Ooh, that's a good part. If y'all want to see a part 2 of the We Meet Again collection, maybe request a character that I've drawn before, and then maybe there will be a part 2. How does that film compare to Looney Tunes Back in Action and the original Space Jam? I mean, Space Jam 2 is like basically just the first Space Jam, but with LeBron James. And while I liked Looney Tunes Back in Action, in fact, I think the one scene at the end of Space Jam 2, I'm not really going to spoil anything, it definitely gave me Back in Action vibes. Use the Google Docs in the link. Alright, Hammy. I think I'm just gonna... I don't know if I should call you Hammy, or if I should say Kick Up Hammy Dude. So yeah. Although one thing I will say about Space Jam 2 is that at least Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner have a bit more screen time than they did in the original. And this is coming from a big Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner fan. I also saw that the Back in Action, one of the scenes of Bugs Bunny screaming, I think that one's getting memed a bit. Especially by good friends of mine. So yeah, Space Jam 2, it's a pretty good movie once you turn off your brain and just enjoy the film for what it is. A Space Jam sequel. But yeah, I like it. Is it flawed? Yes. I'm not going to kid you on that. But sometimes I like flawed movies. It's like some kind of so bad it's good movie. Except I think Space Jam and its sequel definitely fall under the guilty pleasure category. It's a shame Looney Tunes Back in Action was a box office bomb. Yeah. I think the reason it bombed was because Elf was released at the exact same time as Back in Action. Which was like 5 months after I was born, so like November. Yeah, both films came out in November, so... Yeah, as much as I like the movie, it's not really that much of a surprise that the film bombed. Oh, I forgot to create the outline. And then I'll... I guess I'll expand this and then remove these two. Have you heard of the Iron Giant? Of course I have. I mean, who at this point hasn't heard about it? Actually, I think I was at a comic shop sometime. Yeah, it happened some time ago. So, I was at a comic shop and I saw they were selling an Iron Giant statue. I wanted to get it, but it was like not really in my price range. Space Jam. Alright. Bugsy also says Space Jam was a commercial, but it had a pretty special charm to it. Back in action is a lot more faithful to the source material, and it's more loony, if you put it that way. I mean, I see what you did there. I will admit that is a pretty good joke, I guess. Actually, I think I have an idea. I think I'm gonna expand this, and then... Yeah, I think that should do it. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. It's gonna happen a lot more often. So yeah. I think I'm gonna save Ozma for, like, an off-screen thing. 'Cause see how she has, like, not really filled in hair? I don't know if I'm gonna add an outline to her, or if I'm just gonna, you know, just have thick lines around her. I don't know if that sounded wrong or not. Definitely kind of did. Okay. So next up is one of my favorite characters to draw, Mandy. It was also what kickstarted my channel. And by my channel, I mean this one. I actually think I also made a tutorial about it as a short, where it was like how to draw Mandy in less than 60 seconds. I think that was also my first time, like... It was also my first time in, like, I want to say a couple years since I edited a video that I actually shot, like, with my iPhone. What do you think of Vin Diesel? We all know he was the Iron Giant, but have you seen his other works? Yeah, I've seen Fast and Furious. Wasn't he in the Babysitter movie for Disney? Hang on, let me... I think it was called The Babysitter? Or something like... No, wait. No, it wasn't. It was definitely, like, released in, like, the 2000s. Like, I want to say 2005, 2006. The Pacifier, that's what it was called. Yeah, it was released in 2005, yeah. First exposure was Pacifier. Yeah, I think my first exposure to Vin Diesel was one of the Fast and Furious movies that was playing on TV. Couldn't have done it without his family. Remember when that meme was flying around the internet? Like, I swear, I was on Twitter, like, not long ago, and all of a sudden I see Vin Diesel trending. And then when I clicked on it, when I clicked on the trending tab, I mostly just saw Vin Diesel memes. And all of a sudden, now I just want to make memes of Vin Diesel. Rather, his Fast and Furious movies. You know, with the whole family kind of thing. Or maybe even Groot. Like, power is useless without family. Speaking of memes, I saw another one floating around where it was like people creating bumps for like Adult Swim. A lot of them are really creative. I actually kind of like them. A lot of them, like, I don't know how to describe it. Some of them I think could really pass off as like stuff Adult Swim would actually air as bumps. Alright. What do I think of The Pacifier? Currently has 21% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. I've never seen it. Or maybe I have and I just don't know. I don't know, I've probably never seen it. So I can't really give my full opinion on it, so yeah. You know, all this talk about movies is kind of making me want to start like a movie reviewing channel. Like maybe if I were to open up my personal channel where I would do stuff like, I don't know, vlogs, behind the scenes things, maybe even like movie reviews akin to like Rebel Taxi. I think Pan Pizza might be my favorite, like, cartoonist slash reviewer. I think he was also a character designer, too. Don't know what projects, but I know there was Loki IRL. I read the first couple chapters of that. It was fun. Alright. I might have to make the stroke size 3. Or maybe 3.5. I think that... Yeah, I think this one works better for what I'm trying to work with here. Yes. So the beginning of the film was shot in Key West, Florida, whereas the rest of the movie was shot in Toronto. Scott Thompson had a minor role in it. He was also in the Robo Roach cartoon. I see. You know what game console I liked? The PlayStation 2. Okay, so little story here. So back in 2007, I think, I was like 4 years old back then, so... Yeah, we were moving into Bristol, so... I was actually kind of excited to move to the house. Don't know why, but I guess I was excited. And for some reason, I never get homesick when we move. I don't know. Maybe something's up with me, or maybe I was just ready to move on. But yeah, my parents got me and my brothers a PlayStation 2. And all 4 of us, the brothers, I guess you could say we were kind of like the Ninja Turtles, but humans, in a way. Alright. Also in the movie, Dennis Akiyama, who played one of the villains in X-Men and Sailor Moon. Okay. May he rest in peace. So yeah. As the story continues. So, my parents got me and my brothers a PlayStation 2, and I think my dad gave us games for all 4 of us. I think the oldest one ended up getting Jurassic Park and King Kong. I think the other one got... second oldest got a couple sports games. I got the SpongeBob movie game. And I think I also got Rocket Power Beach Bandits. So yeah, like I was saying. The oldest brother got King Kong and Jurassic Park. I think second oldest got a couple sports games. I got the SpongeBob movie game, and I think Rocket Power Beach Bandits. While I think my little brother got, like... I think it was, like, Revenge of the Flying Dutchman or something. I actually kind of wanted to play Revenge of the Flying Dutchman for the longest time, but considering it's the PS2 version and it's prone to crashing, I never got the chance to play it. Fun fact, the voice of Hercules, Tate Donovan, also played a minor role in The Pacifier. Cool. What was that song that I like in... Was it like, I Can Go the Distance, or... I forgot how it went. It's been a while since I've seen Hercules. I know Danny DeVito is in it. He's funny. I mean, I'll forever recognize Danny DeVito as, like, Frank from It's Always Sunny. Remember that show? Frank is easily the best character on that show. So anyways, I started blasting. I'm sorry, that was a really bad impression. I'm sorry. Oh great, now I'm thinking of that meme from that so anyways I started blasting meme. Now I'm thinking about saying it how Elmer Fudd would say it. So it's like... So anyway, I started blasting. I'm gonna remember that show. I think I was referring to the movie, but okay. And by the movie, I mean like Hercules. Hercules, Hercules! Great, now I'm gonna be thinking about Eddie Murphy movies for next couple days. Another funny story. For some reason, as a kid, I always wanted to watch that movie called Imagine That. But I don't think I ever really saw it until it was like a decade later. I saw the movie popped up on Netflix and I thought, imagine that. I think, imagine that. You know, I've always wanted to see that movie. And because it was on Netflix, I thought, you know what? Let's put it on. And oh my god, I hated the first act. I think it was, like, during the second act that it started to, like, get a little better. with a little bit more of a sappy third act. Then again, it had one of my personal favorite Beatles songs in it, All You Need Is Love. There was actually a pretty big conspiracy about the ending to All You Need Is Love, and for some reason, one of the Beatles ends up singing "She Loves You," one of their earlier tracks, from their beginnings in 1964. Many people thought it was John Lennon that sang it, although due to the raspier tone, people always thought it was Paul McCartney that said it, or sang it. But I think during a TV special that was playing during the 60s, it was actually revealed to be both John Lennon and Paul McCartney that singing it. Alright, I think I'm gonna do like this one. See how it looks. Looks pretty good. Alright. John also says, "What do you think of that line I quoted from Danny DeVito's character in the show?" I've never seen the show. I've only seen the movie, once. Now, I know what y'all might be thinking. But Aiden, if you've only seen Hercules, the movie once, what's your favorite Disney Renaissance movie? And believe it or not, I do have a favorite. Mulan. So yeah, Mulan was easily my favorite Disney Renaissance movie. I honestly don't know why. Maybe it was the origin of the song "I'll Make a Man Out of You" or "Wanna Be a Man." Oh, wait. Or maybe it was just called "Be a Man." Oh, John says, I meant "It's Always Sunny." Oh, okay. I mean, I've only seen, maybe 3 episodes of "It's Always Sunny," so I can't really give a distinctive opinion just on 3 episodes. Speaking of shows I've watched 3 episodes of, that new Johnny Test revival was actually pretty good. I mean, there's less whip cracks, a better art style provided by Steven Silver, which I think might be one of my favorite artists, besides people like Jamie Hewlett. And then yeah, the majority of the cast returns. Well, I think except for, Mary, I think. Yeah. Overall, I feel like the Johnny Test revival is a lot better than the original. So yeah. Anyways, on to what I'm assuming is a Rule 63 of Ethan Estevez. Ethanet. Now, I don't want to offend Estevez, or Estevez, or I think I'm just going to call him Estevez. But I feel like a lot of his art falls under same face syndrome. Or, at the very least, same head Same head syndrome. Like, maybe his color palettes would have been a lot better. I don't know, I haven't really checked. But his silhouettes are gonna look really similar. Again, no offense. Okay, so yeah. I think I'm gonna draw this character, or rather, vectorize this character. And then I think I'll do one more, and then I think that'll be the end of the stream. Now that I think about it, I think this might be like a shorter stream than usual. Either because I have, like, a lot of motivation, or maybe... Yeah, I think it might be motivation. Granted. Alright. Okay, John says, what's your favorite voice actor that usually does live action work? I think... I like Patrick Warburton. You know, a lot of people think he pulls off the same voice for every character that he does. He doesn't. It's... I mean, he does a different voice for every character he plays. It's just really, really subtle. But yeah. When it comes to voice actors that does live action works, I think I'm gonna go with Patrick Warburton. I think the hardest part was drawing the hands are basically the hardest part for every artist, no matter the level. It actually kind of helps that I'm drawing characters with 4 fingers instead of 5. But I have drawn 5-fingered characters before. especially recently. And then getting born in the state of Mississippi. Red Hot Chili Peppers. They're a really good band. Providing us songs about California since the 80s. And they're still releasing songs to this very day. They're kind of like America's AC/DC. Singing about California and used to be all about like guitars and stuff like that. You know, I haven't drawn long necks in like a while. That was really apparent in some of my old art. Like, for some reason, on one of my old Steven Universe pieces, I gave Steven a neck. Which was funny because right around the time the Steven Universe movie came out, it showed Steven having a neck. And then for some reason, whenever I drew Dee Dee from Dexter's Lab, I wouldn't, give her a neck. It's like, protect your neck. Wu-Tang. 1990, like... Hang on, let me check. Or was it Tribe? Oh, I was right. It was Wu-Tang. Protect your neck. When is my next request stream? I think it's gonna be... Hang on. Let me check the calendar. I think August 9th will be my next one. At least I think so. Yeah, August 9th. I might do another one. At least, I hope it's August 9th. Because... with all the times I've been going to Jersey and, like, taking, like, little vacations and stuff, my schedule's all mixed up, so for right now, it's gonna be August 9th. Alright. Well, I guess I'll see you later, John. Alright. And then... I don't know what I'm thinking of, but I'm definitely thinking of something. You know, I was actually binge watching some of Forest Fire's animations not long ago. I think I started with Lego Batman and Indiana Jones 3. And then I think I watched one of his newest videos, Lego Batman Origins. And then I think there was Lego Batman Begins, I think. Or maybe it was Rises. I have no idea. I mean, that night, I kind of caught myself singing that Pocket Full of Sunshine song from, like, what's her name? Natasha Bedingfield? It's a fun song to listen to. Y'all might know it as the song that plays when some dude, gave a lollipop to a snake. Take me away, a secret place, a sweet escape, a sweet escape. I forgot that other part. Alright. In the deep dark lair of the Batman. I want to play Pocket Full of Sunshine, but I'm worried that I might get copyright claimed, so yeah. I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. So yeah, I found Estevis's initial design for this, which I think I'm going to show right now. I think it was this one. Yeah, right over here. Found it to be a little basic. The whole same face syndrome thing. So, of course, I had to take a lot of creative liberties. Like giving Ethan more casual clothes instead of the scuba thing, since I don't necessarily get the kind of point of. I don't really get the fascination of scuba diving. I just don't. Nor have I ever talked to people that actually, unironically, enjoy scuba diving. I mean, not enjoy scuba diving. Have a weird fascination with scuba diving. Oh, there's a little keyboard slipped. I think my fingers did, but yeah. I got a pocket full of sunshine and the soup. Oh, whoa. Take me away. A secret place, a sweet escape, I think. I don't know that other line. And let's see. So 3 times 4 would probably be 12. There we go. I think that'll work. I guess. You know, I can't really think of anything. Alright, yeah. I really have nothing else to say other than the stuff I've already mentioned thus far. Alright. I got a pocket full of sunshine. And then I think this is the part of the show where I think I might start doing like impressions of, you know, characters. And then oi oi. I mean, I don't really know if I'm good at impressions, but I'll see what I can come up with. Like, maybe something like... I think one I'll occasionally slip in... Well, one impression I'll slip into would be Shrek, you know. Now, what would Shrek say? Like... An ogre only roars when he's angry. You don't want to see me angry, do you? You are thinking maybe the ogres. You're expecting maybe the ogre and onion argument. But no, I'm a lot more original than that. Or maybe like the... You know, I'm just gonna go with an overused one. Donkey, what are you doing in me swamp? I don't know. I don't know, something like that. Or maybe like in something like, I got a crap on that I could choke a donkey. Because remember, he's voiced by Mike Myers. I think another one I usually like to slip in there would probably be like Beavis and Butthead. You said flip it in. Alright, and then... Alright, so... I think this is really the only vibrant color I'm gonna use. Actually, I might make the other pieces of the shirt vibrant. Like, you know, the bus itself. Ride on the magic school bus. Dun, dun, dun. Back streets back. All right, dun dun dun. Dun. And then I think another one I like to do would be like maybe Elmer Fudd, like, you know, shh, be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbit. Or maybe I would follow tips of, you know, maybe I would follow tips of like Bugs Bunny. When in doubt, shout it out. Like, maybe, what's up, Doc? Okay, maybe that one was a little screwy. But I think it gets better. Maybe, I have no idea. It's like I always say. When in doubt, shout it out. And then Daffy Duck would come in and would be like, that, sir, it's preposterous. I don't know if I spat all over the screen, but yeah. Maybe I should make this red. Yeah, I guess so. Make it a little more appealing. Alright, I might. There we go. Actually. Oh, there we go. And now we move on to Aisling. From one of my favorite films that I've never seen, The Secret of Kells. But for real, I actually kind of want to see it. Mostly because Cartoon Saloon... Because, one, it was made by Cartoon Saloon. And I think Cartoon Saloon was based in Ireland, which is basically where my family started, so I guess you could say I'm a little bit biased. Like, me being half Irish, I think that might be the reason why I'm not really gonna talk about Cartoon Saloon's movies all that often. Because that would kind of make me... Since I'm half Irish, that would make me a little biased. You know, talking about an Irish movie. Or maybe it was right over here. There we go. Alright, and then... Yeah, maybe I should kind of lower it down. There we go. Why did I say it like Elmer Fudd? Okay, so they do kind of overlap. And maybe it's like... Now I was thinking of some Ren and Stimpy moments. Like the Happy Happy Joy Joy song. It was the episode Stimpy's Invention, which I think at this point would have been Spumco's magnum opus. Oh, Ren! I got a surprise for you! What is it, Stimpy? It's the newest Stinky Weasel Teeth. Oh, wait. It's the newest Stinky Weasel Teeth. No, I think it was Stinky Weasel Teeth's album. Happy, happy, joy, joy. I think Zurul made like a Vine Sauce version of the Happy Happy Joy Joy clip. It's very funny. A fly marrying a bumblebee. And of course, references that even 90s kids wouldn't even get. At least, not until they researched or went to film school. Knock knock. Who's there? Nobody. I am lonely. A long period of silence. Although I did end up seeing 2 other Cartoon Saloon movies. I say as I'm working on Ashling, or drawing, or vectorizing. Song of the Sea. Okay, so it was Song of the Sea and I think Wolfwalkers. The one that Cartoon Saloon made for Apple TV Plus. Because I had an iPhone, I automatically had like a subscription to Apple TV. So of course I was able to watch Wolfwalkers on day 1. You know what song I've been thinking about recently? Styx by Renegade by Styx. I almost said Styx by Renegade. Yeah, no. But yeah, Renegade is a really good song. Highly recommend listening to it. I especially love the intro to that song, you know. Especially when the chorus doubles up, or rather, when the vocals double up. You know, Renegade by Styx. Oh, mama, I can hear you, the crying of your tears. You're so scared and all alone. Hangman is crying down and I don't have very long. I think another good song was Wheel in the Sky by Journey. You know, y'all know Journey from Don't Stop Believin'. But I know him from Wheel in the Sky and Faithfully. They're a really good band. Especially during the Steve Perry era. What else? Now I'm just thinking about that scene from Mrs. Doubtfire, where it was like, it was that scene where Robin Williams does a bunch of voices. It's like, well, I do voices. We come to this planet looking for intelligent life. Oops, we made a mistake. You want to know my favorite trope? The Gilligan cut. It's the one where, you know, a character says they're not gonna do a thing, and then they end up doing a thing anyway. Like, one scene later. It always makes me laugh for some reason. You know, I think this is good enough. You know, I find Flush It Away to be very, very underrated. I think the only flaw that I could find in the film is that despite the film being called Flushed Away, there's only one, like, piece of lowbrow humor. Which is kind of ironic for a movie called Flushed Away. Should I do this or both? Both is good. Y'all remember that El Dorado movie? Elton John did the music for it. It's probably one of the most underrated movies DreamWorks has ever made. And probably one of their best hand-drawn movies that isn't that besides Prince of Egypt is probably one of their best hand-drawn movies. I actually kind of want to watch that movie. See what happens if I do offset path. Like 2. Maybe like 1. Not really. Oh, I almost forgot to highlight the cheekbones. Or rather, just cheeks in general. And then... I think that should do it. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. I think I'm gonna do something like this. Just like in the film. and then... Yeah, for Ashling, I just kind of wanted to be a little more on model with the movie. Because I love the movie's art style. I think they also added like some sort of gradient to the hair. I mean, not the hair. The cheeks. That's what I meant to say. And then... I think beginning next episode, I might end up making, like... I might end up giving this series, like, a revamp. You know... Because I kind of want to do more with the Clarissa character I created. I think it might have been like a gradient or something like that. Give it a reddish. I think we'll just swap it. Swap. And then try to match this the best I can. Close enough. Hang on. There we go. And then apply these. Or maybe it's like... maybe something like that. Maybe. I mean, it fits the rest with her... I mean, it definitely fits with her color scheme. Which is mostly cool colors like, you know, blues and maybe the little greens in her eyes. So yeah. Let's see how we did so far. guess I might as well sit up for this one. Alright. I don't really see any, like, any obvious errors, but... Okay, I think we did pretty good. Yeah. So, yeah. I do not know how to end this off. Okay. Okay, so. Some of y'all might not know this, but my birthday is this Friday, so. I think the new Jungle Cruise movie also comes out that same day. I'm probably not gonna see it. So. Yeah. Hopefully, next time I see y'all, I might or might not have a stylophone on me. So, yeah, I think that's everything. I don't know what I'm gonna do next time, so bear with me. I'll think of something. Hang on a sec. Actually, I think I know what I'm gonna do. Alright. Join me next time. Alright. I should probably, start this better. Okay. Alrighty then. Join me next time as I finish up an animatic, or rather, start working on an animation. For the first time since maybe last month, I guess. Yeah. Either way, yeah, I guess that's it. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and stay cool, dudes.